Let's spill that tea. Humble tea it is. Hey guys, it is time for some more tea. And I'm already getting emotional thinking about this topic. I've been thinking about it pretty much since last week. Was getting it all together and what exactly I wanted to talk about. But, okay. You know that thing that goes around all the time. It says, if you could go back in time and tell your young self 3 things or 5 things or just one thing, what would you tell? And I've gone back and forth, especially as you get older, then you learn things and all this. And I just came up with something last week. I was looking over things. And by no means, I want to say, it was crappy, it was bad. I had fun when I was a kid, and I have lots of happy memories and stuff like that with friends, and I guess you can say, quote unquote, kind of popular in 5th grade, because I was in a lot of activity groups and activities, and I just did a lot. I was very busy, and I did a lot of stuff, especially when I was younger. It's more as I got older that more, I guess you can say, my introverted self came out. So when I talk about this, not it was always like this, it's just, you're a kid, and more about, and then I guess you could say the more introverted part of yourself comes out when you're older. It's different. Some people it just stays that extroverted self, but if you're more prone to being introverted, maybe it comes out when you're older. It's different when you're a kid, and everyone's doing their own thing. But I don't know why I'm stuck on this as a topic, but it's and I want to say it to maybe some people, maybe they can prevent it or whatever, or I don't know if I would, I look back and I'm like, would I tell myself this? Yes, maybe it would have changed, and maybe I would have, it would have been different, but also everything happens for a reason, and maybe it would have changed, and the whole perspective would have changed, and I then wouldn't have been someone that I wasn't proud of. I don't know, it's just the unknowns, you see, that the butterfly effect, where, it could go out good and it has good memories, but, then there could be something else you're like, oh, wish you would have changed this about yourself. And, there's always that, grass is always greener or something like that. But, you see the movie form, it's like, they make that wish or something, so then their life completely 180 changes and all this stuff. And, they're popular, they were the loner, whatever it may be. And, it changes, and then they want that life back because they're missing it or something like that. And so, I think about that. Everything happens for a reason. But what I've thought about is also just something to help people, but you are not disposable. What I mean by that, one, yes, we have one life to live, and it's what you make of it. Some people, it's what you make of it. Yeah, no 2 people's life is the same. And if you live your life trying to chase after what that person has, you'll never be happy. You gotta find what makes you happy. And yeah, so, but also, again, not disposable. So I say it as, you're not disposable, or you're not an object. Just when you have, to the younger ones or anybody who has friends. You may have some friends that maybe you don't see all the time, but you're friends. You're pretty good friends, or whatever. And when you talk, you hang out, you have a good time, or you have your very best friends, and that maybe you see a lot more, that you hang out with all the time. That you're just like you're attached at the hip, but still maybe you don't talk all the time, but like not 24/7, but like dang near pretty close, every day at least a little bit, or whatever the case may be. You do talk, you do hang out, but I mean by that is by, disposable, not object, as in surround yourself with those people who appreciate you and your time, as well, and your company, and not just, they need someone and you're around, okay, and then kind of ignore you when they got other people around, and, it's like, you just kind of set aside until a later time or whatever, because maybe, these people are more fun and go out or do stuff more like you or something like that. And yeah, so then, maybe you want to do something and they're busy, and they're busy, and then by the time that then they're ready, you always say yes. It's okay to say no. It's okay to not be there, Yes, you are showing that you're a good friend, but you can only give so much. Like, you can, how do I say this? Like, yes, it's good to be that good friend, and yes, you don't need to give to get something in return. Actually, you're supposed to give to not get something in return. But what I mean is, you don't expect to get something, you just do so. But when it's like repeating that over and over, like that, they just nothing, like, maybe every now and then, but it's like a constant thing that, they'll choose someone else, another friend, and, 1 minute, when they're with you, they'll say, oh, that's my best friend, that's, so and so, and then it's like, oh, ever since we were little, this is my best friend, and, it's about this other person, and, and again, I've talked about this before, you have more than one best friend. You have multiple, I believe that you have, but I guess what I mean is, how do I put this? Like, I don't know, there's just a way, like, of course, you can have more than one best friend. I'm gonna emphasize that. You can have more than one best friend. But, like, there's just, like, just the way, and then, like, how and I guess that's another thing is, and even your friends, your best friend or your friend's friend doesn't have to be your friend. Sometimes it's good you have a big group, but they don't have to. You can, you can have friends outside your friend circle. But when that friend of your friend puts you down, whatever, and if your friend kind of puts up with it, like, then that's, maybe they're not a good friend. Maybe they don't know, and you don't want to tell them, but just, I don't know, I'm kind of rambling, because, I don't know, there's, there's a lot of this I've never really shared. And I want to get it out, but it's hard to say without sounding clingy or needy or... Because like I said, you can have more than one friend. I mean, more than one best friend. You can have more than one best friend. You can be close with lots of people. And it doesn't mean anything. But that person that you said is your best friend, one of your best friends, like I said, hold on. Okay, I gotta go back. Like I said, you can have multiple best friends. You can have more than one. You can have one. You can have 5. You can have 10 best friends. And, then 20 really good friends. Or 100 really good friends. And 500 acquaintances. Or whatever the case may be. But when you go around saying, oh, this is my best friend. But... and you act one way, and then when it's convenient, but then when you have someone else, they take your time. I mean, another friend, whatever, because they're more like you. I don't know. This is a mess. Okay. I don't know how to explain what I'm saying without, I don't know. To me, when I'm talking about this, it seems clingy, it seems whiny, it seems like a mess. And it's not what I'm trying to describe. Like I said, this is something that has bothered me for a while, and I don't know, I wouldn't try to help anyone maybe who has or is going through something like this, maybe that understands, I don't know, but that can understand. But so one time in particular that sticks in my mind. Well, okay, 2 times. So, in 3rd grade, there was this. So, I had one of my old best friends since 1st grade, and we always hung out and stuff. There was 3 of us, or 2 and then me. But yeah, anyways, we always hung out and all that stuff. And then there was this other girl who's she was actually friends with me when we were younger, and then she came closer to one of my friends, and anyway, she started this rumor about me, and I begged my friend to tell me, and she wouldn't, and it was that I was too fat for school. I shouldn't be in school. And, looking back at it, it's ridiculous, it's stupid. I mean, but I was in 3rd grade, so you're what? 8, 9, no, 9, 10, 9, 10, I don't know, but still. And I can still picture it, because I was at my friend's house, and I begged her. I wanted to know so bad. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should have kept it inside. Let me not know. And I would have never known, and it wouldn't have mattered. But I don't know. Whatever was said, if she ever told, I was afraid not to say anything, but it never seemed like it. That she just thought it was okay, or that it was true, and it just hurt. Cause like I said, this person is supposed to be your best friend, and yeah, best friends tell you the truth, but it has a lot of damage. And then, like I said, this one girl, she moved a lot. So, she wasn't always around. But she came back in middle school. And I would always, usually my class was close. So, at lunch, I would get to the cafeteria first. So, there wasn't assigned seats, but there was just places that you and your group always went. And so I got there first, and I sat at the table. And she comes up and sits at the other table. So, I mean, I'm with, like I said, you could both have friends of friends. So I just thought, okay, I'll just go over there. So I moved over there, and then she got up and moved. And old me now wish I just would have sat there and not moved and sat by myself. But you're in middle school. You look like a freak or whatever, sitting by yourself, eating lunch. So I kept moving. And then they came and they just sat. That feeling of unwantedness. It's not fun. And I guess that's what I mean. Like, okay, I gotta stop crying. I gotta try to stop. I can't talk. So I guess that's the point right there. That I'm not one who likes to be a center of attention. I mean, I want to be a movie director. I mean, it was so hard for me to even, like, make videos, record. Like, I used to not like my voice. And which it was even weirder before. Because I would, like, I had this, like, weird speech. Like, I kind of still do, but it's not as bad as when I was little, but I would roll my R's, so. Again, my friend in middle school, my friend and her boyfriend would, like, always. They would be laughing and keep getting me to say 33. It's, like, the way I, like, roll. I was like, I don't know. It sounded weird. I can't even do it. But, I found out later, or just recently this year, there's actually a term for it, and found out from a streamer, and, some people have to go to speech therapy that have it. Luckily, I didn't. But, or I guess could have, but it was just, I don't know. Looking back at it, it made me unique, but again, when you're young, everything's the end of the world. But, anyways, I guess my point, and I don't know, I guess I had to, this is what I love about this podcast is, it may be a mess, it may be me rambling, but I get stuff out. But, so my point to that is I never liked being the center of attention. You know, I always wanted to be a movie director because I wanted to be behind the scenes. That was just my thing. I thought about doing theater, but I was like, I just want to do behind the scenes stuff. I don't want to be on the stage. And no, it was hard for me to do this, to record, to even stream, because, you know, it's live and in the moment, and I'm awkward. But, and so, you know, it's not about being a teacher and friends and all this stuff, but But it's like, it's almost as if you're not there. Like there's no little acknowledgement. And yeah, I was a shy kid, and I didn't speak up. And yes, if I guess that's something I would tell my younger self, like, speak up. It's fine. Like, it's fine. I mean, I had teachers in middle school that would say, just get up in the middle of class while I'm talking. Just get up and go sharpen your pencil or throw something away. Just do something. And so I was that kid. I was a goody two shoes. I didn't want to get in trouble. I just who I was, and I was super shy. So, and then and my friend who was very talkative and all this stuff. And so yeah, I mean, I guess I made it easy. I was quiet. I didn't, besides cheer when I could be one of the loudest ones. Like, I had a loud voice. I just, unless I was like around people I was comfortable with, family, friends, like really close, I just wasn't loud. And I didn't talk much. And I used to have this saying when I was little: I'm quiet until you get to know me, then I won't shut up. And it was true. But I mean, I guess it's effort on both sides. It's like, I don't know, like, you have this friend group, to include everybody, guess I should say. And it's almost just like, sometimes the quiet ones where just kind of gets pushed aside. I guess that's my point, is like getting pushed aside until it's like, oh wait, hey, getting a ride from you today, or something like that, or hey, do you have this, or do you have whatever it may be, homework, whatever. And it's just, you don't need to be just there for them all the time. That's how it's gonna be. And then, I've talked about it in the past, and it's led to, years ago, to those people I found online, that had lied and all that. It was kind of the same thing. It was like, the one, that was supposed to be with that guy, but it was a girl that was lying to be all these people. As long as she was with him, she was all good and all this stuff. But if she was fighting with him or something, then it was like, okay, now, I need you, Andy. And I which, I mean, like I said, friends, yes, that's how it is. You're supposed to be there for, but yes, then it was, but if it was the other way, I was stupid, I was dramatic, like, if I just need someone to talk to, and yes, supposed to be honest with people, and, but there was just a different way. And so, when I found my true friends, it just made it, like I said, it made it, what all I'm saying, real. That, like, they're honest, they'll tell you the truth, but it just coming from a different place. And again, you don't talk all the time, you don't hang out all the time, but like when you do, it's like you never stop talking, you never start hanging out. And yet be, past, does hinder, not wanting the past, that to kind of, so having that bottled up, there's like that, I guess there's this shield that you put up, and it's hard to put down. And so sometimes you start getting those feelings of, okay, wait, these people, but you gotta, it's okay to put it down. It's okay when the right people do. And like I said, I guess, yeah, put your shield down and just trust. But trust, just follow your heart. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. It knows. And yeah, I this was an emotional one, but I feel good about it. Yeah. But I want to hear from you guys. Which comments have been turned off. I think it's because it was like I guess because like I was uploading it from Spreaker, and so like it was checking like for kids or whatever, so the comments automatically turn off. That was not me. I just want to let you know I did not turn comments off. Hopefully there'll be comments. If not, tweet at me or whatever, your comments or something. But I would love to hear, what is some things that you would tell your young self with knowing what you know now. And would you want it to change? Do you think that it would be a butterfly effect, or do you think it would be for the better? Let me know. And yeah, kind of want to do a Q&A. I don't know if you have some questions for me. But yeah, I don't know. I feel really good letting this out. Again, I don't know. I don't like doing these for like a pity me. I don't want anyone else to feel these feelings, because it's not fun to, to feel that aloneness, to, just kind of be there, like, that feeling, even, you're just standing awkwardly, like, okay, so after lunch we'd go outside before class, so someone would play basketball or whatever, but your friend was just sitting there talking or whatever, and you're just kind of staying there awkwardly, and, it's like, yeah, engage, but just, they're talking, and, you don't want to be rude, and that feeling, it's hard to let that go, that feeling, and I don't want anyone to have to go through that, so, just know, I'm here if you ever need to talk, Discord, Twitter, Instagram, any of my links down below. Hang out with us live on Twitch. And yeah, but if you like this video, please give it a big fat thumbs up, and if you haven't, subscribe, and yeah, just leave me them comments. I'd love to hear from you guys if you have any questions for me. But yeah, I think that's the tea. Yeah. So, thank you all so much for listening, and until next time, that's all I have for you. Bye, guys.